Hi, everybody. Well, I had my third CT scan in 5 months yesterday. So a quick recap. I had a CT scan and it came up saying that there was a large growth, two large growths that had shown up on my lungs. Then I told the doctor that, well, you know what? I was sailing and I did have a bit of a cold when I went in for these tests. And the doctor said, okay, well, that might be the reason that these expanded. So they scheduled a second CT scan. On that CT scan, they came up with, that they shrunk. Those actual nodules actually shrunk, which is really good news. The doctor was very ecstatic about that, saying that that really, really lowered any kind of risk that those might have been doing, because now it just looks like it's leftover material. But here's the catch. They saw something on, like, in one of the airways of my lungs as well, that suddenly appeared on the next one. And she was a little concerned about that. I'm not as concerned as I was when the other ones showed up, but this is still a concern. So she said, we got to send you back for another CT scan, which I did yesterday. And I'm going to tell you the results. So here we go. Here's the sheet of paper now I'm not a doctor, obviously. If anyone's heard my languages and my words, you know I'm not a doctor. So, but I am going to, I've read many of these CT scan results from my tests now that I've had to do so many. Probably I've had 30 or 40 CT scans over the course of 6 years. So I just wanted to say I'm not the doctor. These might not be the real results, that she might see something different in this results, but I wanted to, because I don't see my doctor till middle of June. And I just wanted to give you what I think the results are, because so many people have been asking me and wishing me well and thoughts and prayers and sending me stuff and just treating me so kindly. And I'm eternally grateful for that, because that support keeps me going through a lot of the stuff I've been going through, especially in the past. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm not the doctor, but let's go over this, and I think you'll agree with me on what I see in the results. Anyway, so the first thing that says, findings, lungs. There are post-surgical changes and loss of volume demonstrated in the lungs bilaterally. The tiny nodule in the left lower lobe adjacent to the fissure measures 2.2 millimeters, which is less than previous. So it's gone down. It's smaller than it was before, which is good. Then it says there's no endophorical bronchial lesion. I can only assume no is good. In the pleura, no pleural effusion or pneumothorax. I think I'm saying these words right. You try these. So that's good. No in there is good. The heart size is normal with no infusion as well, effusion. That's good. So far, knock on wood, it's going pretty well. Then it says the great vessels in the aorta, unremarkable, which means there's no big things to be worried about. Pulmonary arteries are all normal. Mediastinum, no mass. Not seeing a mass. Thumbs up for that. Lymph nodes. There has been a further decrease in the size of the multiple metastation inhimular nodes that measuring up to 10 millimeters in short axis in a subcarnal location. They've gone down again since the last CT scan, so they're continuing to shrink. Bam! Good news there. Chest wall, no chest wall mass. Bones, no focal bone lesion. Visualized upper abdomen. There has been a previous resection of the right lobe of the liver, no masses demonstrated. And then the esophagus, I guess, that's how you spell it, is unremarkable. Well, I've never been happier to have anything of mine described as unremarkable before, as I am right now. So my great vessels and my esophagus are both unremarkable. Basically, the impression says decrease in the size of the left lobe pulmonary node, decrease in the metastome. It's all decrease, decrease, decrease. Bam, everybody. Bam. So from being growing and big lesions and new lesions, and it looks like things are going pretty well. Pretty well. Fingers crossed. Toes are crossed, knocking on every piece of wood I can. Again, I'm not the doctor, but I don't see anything in here that says it's coming back in big numbers or anything. All I see is things look pretty good right now. It can still come back. It could still be here next year. It could still be here in 6 months. Something could show up, but the immediate threat that I saw looks like it's gone. And I can only thank, again, my doctors for keeping in touch with this. And thank you all out there for the immense support I've had over the years going through, like I said, some pretty rough times in my life. If you've seen some of my old videos, you know there was a very low point in my life when I was going through the heaviest of chemo and all my surgeries. I lost my girlfriend right before my very first surgery. She passed away and was actually buried the day of my surgery. And I couldn't reschedule my surgery. It was too important. And so, yeah, I've had some rough times, but I like to think that she was there overlooking and watching me during that surgery. Okay. Sorry, start to get a little emotional there when I think of my friend. There, that's my update. I just wanted to share with everybody. Things are looking good. Thumbs up. I hope this is what the doctor sees as well. And I'm not misreading this, but I don't think I am.